sure because I'm not a patron of these places, but I'm guessing that even though this is a recreational dispensary, your medical card holders can still purchase from here?
Yeah.
I wonder if there's a different pricing for medical.
I doubt it.
Probably not. No telling. I can't remember what this was before.
Maybe a church.
Or a bank.
Or a bank. Probably a bank. Yeah. What'd you say?
I only have on camera, are we?
Yeah.
Texas capably doing the building right now. Okay, I didn't want to be on camera.
Sorry. Sorry for it.
Sorry for you.
Yeah. Yeah. Want me to talk to him?
It's a her, but yeah.
Okay. Hey, how are you?
I need you to leave.
From public sidewalk?
You can't be recording.
I can't hear you because of traffic.
Yes.
Why?
If
Well,
I'm
this is
standing in
private
public,
property.
if I'm standing in public, anything I can see, I can record.
Is this private?
To and including into private.
You are recording
Federal
our
case law.
customers. Stop recording our customers.
Federal case.
Nah. We're gonna record. We'll be out.
All right, here's your option. I'm trying to be polite. I'm
Okay.
trying to be respectful. You can either record in the business, stop recording the customers, or I'm going to notify the police and have you removed.
Okay, here's your options.
Public sidewalk.
Here's your options. Go back inside. Worry about what's inside, not out here, darling.
You're dismissed.
You're dismissed.
Welcome back, everyone. Right from the opening moments, this encounter starts with a simple question about recording in a public area, but it quickly turns into a confrontation over privacy, property, and constitutional rights. The journalist explains that he is working on a story and is recording from what he believes is a public sidewalk. A business representative, however, objects to him filming customers and demands that he stop. The journalist pushes back, arguing that anything visible from a public place can generally be recorded. Instead of backing down, he calmly explains his purpose and repeatedly emphasizes that he is conducting a news story. The disagreement becomes sharper when the representative threatens to involve police. What began as someone holding a camera suddenly becomes a test of how far private businesses can control activity occurring outside their property.
Me neither. How'd that work? He's walking up behind you. What? Why?
It's not on you.
Get your camera off me.
Why?
Why'd you just video me coming out of that store?
Why? I'm on public property, bud.
What's your purpose of videoing me coming out of that store?
Are you asking?
Yeah, I'm asking you.
Okay, I'm working on a news story. Quit walking up on me, man.
I'll tell you right now, get that fucking phone out of my face, dude.
Okay.
You luck out, I'll smack the fuck out of you.
That's a threat. Why don't you stick around? The law's on the way, but big boy.
Cops are on the way. Go ahead and stick around.
Thank you. Appreciate you, bud. Learn the First Amendment, Junior. Mad about a camera and he walks right up to it. That's real bright. testing the First Amendment. Stress testing the First Amendment. Do you believe in the Constitution?
Yeah.
Awesome, man.
But why are you filming?
I'm filming everything. Because you're in public. Because you're visiting us. We're working on a story.
Story for what?
Well, we're independent journalists. I'm trying to figure out the mean age and frequency of the population that uses marijuana, or uses the dispensaries, I should say. Nothing nefarious.
Don't publicize my face.
Yeah, it's going to be publicized. It's going to be.
That would be good.
Well, you'll see it. All right, I'm going to make you my thumbnail.
I see you.
All right. You ought to smoke some of that weed and calm down a little bit.
Do what?
You ought to smoke some of that weed and calm down just a little bit. Great. Groovy. Have a great day. Watch for it. You'll see it. All right.
Now the encounter takes an even more dramatic turn. The discussion shifts from the business complaint to the journalist's obligation to identify himself. The narration highlights a claim that people in Florida may be required to carry identification, while the journalist insists that he does not have to provide ID unless he is lawfully detained. That distinction becomes the central issue. He remains focused on one question: am I being detained? Instead of getting aggressive, he continues explaining his position and identifies himself as an independent journalist conducting research. He says the purpose is to understand the population visiting recreational dispensaries, including basic information about customers and their habits. Some people become visibly irritated by the camera, but the journalist argues that he is recording from public location. His attitude remains confrontational at times, yet he continues framing the encounter around the First Amendment and the right to gather information.
So am I still breaking a law in here? Am I still obstructing business, sir? What about zooming in this office? Is that okay to do? Is recording or taking pictures from a public area under time, place, manner, is that okay to do? Time, open business hours. Place, public lobby. Manner, taking pictures. I was quietly taking pictures, minding my own business. Matter of fact, I wasn't even so much taking pictures of her. I actually just came in here and started taking pictures of the wall. And then she ran back and got this knucklehead, and he decided to come in and act the way he acted. And now he clearly knows he's just messed up, and so he's just mute. I would appreciate an apology, sir. I would appreciate you acting like a man and saying, you know what? I'm sorry, I messed up. I won't do that again. But it doesn't seem like he's going to. You want to stand right here for me? That way I can get this in the background with a good picture of you for the thumbnail of the video. Want to help me out? Come on, man, you can do it. You act like a human now. Say, I'm sorry. I apologize. I shouldn't have done that. Can you do that? No, he can't. Look at him. No, not man enough. He didn't want to have a normal conversation. Oh, there we go, Highway Patrol. Awesome. They didn't take too long. Took long enough, but they came quick enough. So, yeah, they you know, sometimes you just ask questions and then they start to think, oh, hold on, I can't do that. You know, maybe I can't do that. Maybe I should think about what I'm saying. All right, let's make sure we get Jim and the Highway Patrol on the camera.
Good afternoon, sir.
Hi.
Thank you for coming. My name is James Furley. I'm the Chief Counsel of the Office of the Inspector General. This gentleman has been...
At this point, the pressure increases dramatically. An officer appears to believe the journalist must produce identification, while the journalist continues challenging the basis for that demand. He repeatedly asks whether he is being detained and whether his actions actually constitute a crime. Instead of simply accepting the accusation, he asks questions about the specific conduct that allegedly violates the law. He explains that he entered the public lobby, photographed the surroundings, and did not intentionally record private individuals. According to his account, the receptionist confronted him after noticing the camera, and the situation escalated from there. He even asked the officer for an apology, arguing that the officer approached him unnecessarily. Soon, additional law enforcement arrives, raising the stakes. The journalist welcomes their presence, apparently believing that another officer may objectively evaluate the situation. But now the word obstruction enters the conversation, creating a much more serious legal dispute.
It's closer to 30.
Has not stated his name or his purpose for being here. Has walked around muttering, making rather veiled threats.
Making threats.
State employees and whatnot. I've asked him to politely leave.
No, California threats are covered under 422.
He's interfered with the operation of the front desk. The receptionist felt intimidated and threatened by his presence when he refused to answer any questions. He could identify himself and then asked me to come out and speak with him. He has declined to identify himself or his purpose for any reason whatsoever other than to just walk around, take pictures, and mutter about the state of California, state employees. So I'm asking that he be escorted off the property.
Okay. Sir, I'm Officer of Highway Patrol. I'm assuming you're here because it's public space.
Well, yeah, I'm narrating to my camera, but...
And like I said, at this point, sir, same thing. If it is a public space...
It is a public space.
He's not doing anything wrong, technically.
He's interfering with the operation of this.
So that's something that I need more information about. If this gentleman was in any kind of way interfering, then I would have to see how he was interfering to actually...
It's going to do great.
Okay.
If you have anything, or I can go back here with you.
No,
no,
there's nothing else on the subject.
Okay.
He's just becoming an annoyance and he is interfering with the operation. And so I'm asking to either state his purpose or to leave, and he has declined to do both.
Understandable. I understand it can be frustrating, and we've had similar things at different state agencies, this or other California Highway Patrol offices.
This is the lead counsel.
Business hours.
This is the attorney.
Space.
This is crazy.
So it can be frustrating. Now, if there is something that this gentleman has done, as far as not allowing someone to exit into the property or
sure.
interfering, then that does change things.
No, I understand that perfectly, and I don't disagree with the word, but I don't know what he's going to do, as he's not identified himself or what his purpose in being here.
I understand,
but
not knowing something, I can't.
Well, I don't know that he's not going to interfere with somebody who does come in.
Right, but
because nobody's come in here in the last 20 minutes.
Even more of a reason he's not.
The accusation of obstruction becomes the major flashpoint. A representative claims the journalist has been making veiled threats, intimidating staff, and interfering with the operation of the government office. The journalist strongly disputes those allegations and maintains that he has simply been taking photographs and documenting what happens in a public space. The responding officer takes a more cautious approach, explaining that he needs to understand exactly how the journalist allegedly interfered before taking action. That distinction is important because merely being annoying or frustrating employees is not automatically the same as committing an offense. The officer even acknowledges that if the journalist had actually prevented someone from leaving or disrupted operations, the circumstances could be different. For now, however, the evidence remains disputed. Rather than immediately accepting the accusations, the officer appears interested in hearing both sides and determining what actually occurred before making a decision.
It's frustrating, I understand that. Especially being a state agency or
this
a
guy
government
is something
agency.
else, man. Look at him.
And when the ethics can just be directly, probably to frustrate or annoy the employees there. However, until he actually does something, I can't stop him what he might do in a public space. So also, I can meet with you back here, or if there's a supervisor, because I understand hectic and frustrating sometimes, that's fine too. We can go behind a closed door, whatnot, and talk some more if you have some video or something like that.
Well, he said I made threats too. That's 422. We should look into it. Just investigate me for it. I mean,
That definitely look into if you have something like that. Is there a super? Oh, here's my partner. Hey, bud. Hi. Is that just someone that? Okay. Is there a manager here that I can speak with?
this is their lead legal counsel.
Okay. Okay. All right. Then can I come with you back here?
Of course.
And he wants to talk in private. Make sure we keep the body cam on, sir. Okay. XYZ. That would have been a horrible fucking move on the officers.
It's our pleasure.
See you later.
Mr. Stevens, so that's who you talked to. I know it says on the shirt pretty clearly here today. So talk to them. You're in a public space, you know.
I heard you.
Yeah, what I understand, I couldn't find any threats that were made.
Oh man.
I'm sure you knew if you were making a threat or not.
Give me a minute. Maybe I can help you. I could just get right on the edge of it, maybe for you.
So we kind of
I mean, you know, 422 is threats of death or bodily injury. I said that you guys could be sued if you decide to kick me out, right? Like, that's not a threat. But
yeah, I did have a quick conversation with the lady here. It is making her feel uncomfortable. So just as person to person, you know, I know that's not legally anything. She's in a public building or a government building that's the front lobby, but it is making her feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, and well, the weird thing is I actually didn't even record her. I just came in, I was taking a picture of this, and she called me over and was like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "Well, I'm taking pictures." And she's like, "For what?" I said, "Oh, I'm doing a story, but I don't want to share too much. I'm just taking pictures." She said, "Okay." I went back to taking pictures of the wall, and she left, and then boom, that happened. So this is really weird, man. I don't know, but whatever. Thanks for doing a good job. What's your badge number?
18893.
18893. Name, badge number.
Officer Ciccone 221.
All right, be safe out there on them two wheels, man. I ride myself, so be safe because people are idiots.
I can't say that out loud.
I know.
I'm also not gonna...
You could think it. What do the CIA say? We can neither confirm nor deny that accusation. All right, I'm just gonna get my records and I'm gonna be on my way. This is my last.
The confrontation now moves directly into constitutional territory. The journalist repeatedly emphasizes that his activity is protected by the First Amendment and insists that he has remained on public property. He challenges the allegation that he made criminal threats and even asks officers to investigate the claim if evidence exists. The responding officer explains that accusations involving threats should be examined, but he also acknowledges that simply making someone uncomfortable does not automatically establish criminal conduct. This creates an important contrast between subjective discomfort and an actual legal violation. The journalist explains that he was photographing the building rather than targeting the receptionist, and he says the escalation happened after she questioned his actions. Eventually, the officer provides his badge information and treats the journalist respectfully. The interaction becomes noticeably calmer, showing how professional communication can reduce tension even when both sides strongly disagree about what happened.
Right now for them to refuse to help me and refuse to take my California public records request, because then, how's it going? I would love for that to happen, because then we have a lawsuit on the grounds of, hey, you just tried to violate my First Amendment right. So I rang the bell. If nobody's at the window, please ring the bell. Here we are, ringing the bell again. Let's get my records. And so you guys aren't even conducting any business at this point, right? Hello, I need some help, please. So they hear my bell, they come look at me, and they walk away. So like I said, I would love for them to go ahead and refuse my public records request. Oh, I don't know what else to do. I keep ringing the bell. They're not listening. Use some assistance, please. And yes, see, knocking. And don't let them come out and say we were pounding on the glass and all this crazy shit. Because that dude, that legal counsel guy, he's an idiot. He will say something like that, in my opinion, right? I think he would. Based on what I've seen already, I would say that would be an educated guess of this idiot. And he would say something like that. So, here I go, ringing the bell again. And here we are knocking again, trying to get assistance, and now they're just refusing to help me. And yeah, we've asked for assistance and they're not providing it. So, and now they've turned the bell off. It's not ringing anymore. That's why it's flashing red and it was flashing green earlier. So it's like I said, this is what you get. This is what you get with public servants after you just freaking whoop the lawyers ass, right? And now they're refusing to serve. So nothing I can do. I need to get these records before I leave. Like, I don't understand the issue here. I need some service here.
What service do you need?
Need to request public records.
What public record are you looking for?
Well, there's several. There's maybe at least 7 or 8 of them. So if you guys want to write them down, I can tell them to you. You can give me a copy of it, and then that'll be it. That'll be my public records request.
If you want, I'll give you a piece of paper and you can write them yourself.
Yeah, well, I'd ask you guys to write them for me. I don't have my reading glasses on, and I'm holding this camera, so it'd be good if you guys write it.
The final section of this part introduces another major dispute: access to public records. After the confrontation appears to settle down, the journalist says he wants to collect records before leaving. He approaches the designated area, rings the bell, and repeatedly requests assistance. According to his narration, employees appear to notice him but do not immediately respond. He becomes increasingly frustrated and argues that the agency is refusing to provide a service that should be available to the public. He even points out that the bell appears to have been disabled after several attempts. Eventually, someone responds and asks what public records he wants. The journalist explains that he has several requests, potentially 7 or 8, and says he can provide them in writing. This changes the situation once again, from a dispute over recording rights to a formal attempt to obtain government records. The tension remains, but now there's a clear administrative process that can be followed.
And your email address? I will take everything public in your employee file, including your oath of office. I will take your immediate supervisor's name.
Hold on. You're going too fast for me.
Okay.
Go ahead, please.
I will take your immediate supervisor's name. Basically all the same information for your immediate supervisor.
I'm sorry, I don't understand. My immediate supervisor's employment file? Is that what you're saying?
The same information I asked for you, I want the same thing for your supervisor. So his name, his email address, everything public in his employee file, including his oath of office.
Go ahead.
The lady who sat up here, Jandy, I want her name, her state issued email address, just like everyone else. Everything public in her employee file. Pretty sure she didn't take an oath of office.
Go ahead.
Now, if there are cell phones, state-issued cellular phones for this specific office, I want those cell phone numbers and February's bill, cell phone bill 2025. What time is it? It is almost 3. Let's say 2 I got here. I will take any emails sent on today's date, 3/28/25, after 2 p.m.
Okay.
And I think that's going to be it for that request. If I need something else, I'll add to it later, but for now, that's it.
Okay.
Cool. I will be back in 11 days.